Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's that man, Taj, the rapping detailer, and I'm back at you once again with another video. So listen, family, today I want to give you some things that I've learned from this past year and a couple months that I have been completely dedicating my life to the plant-based diet. All right, so what does that mean? That means I cut all meat out of my diet. I cut all cheese, all dairy out of my diet. So meat and dairy got cut completely out of my diet. It's been a 10-year journey. It's like it's crazy because I first started by cutting little things out. I cut sodas out of my diet first because it's one of my friends came up to me and he was like, "Look, man, you know what I learned about sodas?" And I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Dude, a soda can literally clean your car's battery with nothing else, just the soda." And after that, I kind of pondered it a little bit and I said, you know what, soda is not for me anymore. So yeah, I cut sodas out first, and then I ended up cutting pork out, and then I cut all red meat out, and then I cut meat completely. Meat and dairy are completely out of my diet. I'd say the only thing that I'll eat that's animal related these days is honey. I will not drink tea without honey. I'm telling you something good. But listen, fam, in this video, I want to share with you a few things that I've learned being on this vegan journey from summer 2021 to now. It's been more than 435 days. So let's get right into it, fam. So listen, the first thing that I've learned being on this plant-based diet is fast food options are almost zero. Even like all the fast food restaurants, they might sell like fries, french fries, or onion rings or something like that, but then you can eat that, but then you got to be careful because you don't know what they're breading the fries and the onion rings with. And the craziest thing about that, eating the fast food options is if you do decide to eat french fries or if you do decide to eat onion rings, just know that they are sharing the same grease as they're cooking meat in onion rings. The grease is the same. So if, let's say they cook some chicken fillets and then a few minutes later they want to drop fries, and I know some people might argue with me and say, no, they only have certain ones for fries and certain ones for meats, blah, blah, blah. But it's all on the same assembly line that shares the same grease. I worked at McDonald's for 3 years. I know what's popping. So listen, if you are going on the plant-based journey, and I'm gonna warn you, stay away from fast food restaurants because there are no options for you. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing that I learned while being on this vegan journey, this plant-based journey, is that you'll definitely lose weight. You'll definitely lose weight. Now look, there was a time in my life where I weighed 175 pounds, and I'm working to get back there now. But it took a little bit of motivation to get there, if you know what I mean. But now, well, I'll take you back about a month ago. 1 month ago, all right? No, let's take it back a year ago. A year ago, before I started this plant-based journey, I was averaging about 155, 160 pounds, soaking wet, right? But, I weighed myself last month. One of my friends bought a new scale, and he's like, hey, try this thing out. So I jumped on the scale, and the scale gave me a whopping 143 pounds. I was like, wow, I weighed this in high school, you know? I weighed that in high school. And, you know, it's interesting because I got back into the gym real heavy, and I've been trying to gain some weight. So over the last 30 days, over the last month, I weighed myself the other day and I gained a whole almost 10 pounds. So, you know, you're definitely going to lose weight if you get on this plant-based journey. And I mean, I think it's a great thing because you're going to shed all of the bad stuff that you were eating. You're going to shed all of the fat and all of the, you know, carcasses that are in your carcass. Yeah, you're going to shed it all and you're going to lose some weight. So that's what you should definitely expect if you want to hop on this journey, all right? So the third thing that I've learned, or the third thing that I went through while on this journey, is reading labels at the grocery store is a must. Is a must. Listen to me closely. Most things that are in the grocery stores have these two things in them. Most things that we eat have either eggs or dairy milk. Most of them do. So when you're going out, you know, you might find what example can I give? All right, so there are certain Pop-Tarts, right? Like people, my friend got on me the other day. He's like, man, you the only plant-based dude I know who eats processed food. I'm like, dude, if it don't have any meat or dairy in it, I'm gonna eat it. But anyway, like I've got into the habit of reading labels because what I've learned is a lot of foods that I like, a lot of foods that I consume, a lot of foods that I thought were dairy or thought were without meat have either dairy or it has eggs in it. So you really got to be careful when you out here shopping and choosing things. You can't just think that this is going to be plant-based because it doesn't have meat. You got to really read the directions. You have to read the instructions. Really read the instructions. And it goes deeper than that because I'm learning now that, oh my gosh, some labels that they have here in this country compared to other countries are different. So that speaks volumes. But we can go there on another time, right? So that was the third thing. So let's go to the fourth thing. The fourth thing that I've learned while being on this plant-based journey is people will police your every move, words, and thoughts, right? Now, I'm going to tell you a little story, all right? So one time, one night I went out with one of my friends, and his wife had went home. No, his wife went out with a friend. So his wife was out and we were out. So it was, I don't know, maybe like 11 or 12 o'clock. We got finished coming back from the party. We went back to his spot, and his wife and her friend was there, right? So, you know, we chilling there, hanging out, having a conversation, having a little bit of fun. And then, out of nowhere, everyone starts questioning me about my journey as a vegan. And it ultimately, this conversation ultimately ended up with this girl getting pissed at me because I didn't want to convert back to eating meat. Or maybe she didn't like how I was answering, or maybe she didn't like the fact that I wasn't giving into the meat eater lifestyle, right? So this is not the first time that people try to debate me and discourage me and all of that, people will definitely put their 2 cents on you and tell you how, they'll try to police every piece of food that you eat. Oh, that might have milk in it. Oh, does that have meat in it? Oh, look at you eating meat. It's just like, it's weird. It's like people care more about you being a vegan than you do. So weird. So if you are going to be on this journey, I suggest that you educate yourself on this journey, understand why you're taking this journey, and be ready to fight. And when I say fight, I'm talking about word power. Because if you tell people that this is your lifestyle, 9 times out of 10, these meat eaters are going to come and attack you or challenge you. I'd say it's an attack, because challenge means that people care. Like, you got to have a certain care about it. Most people will be very condescending when they come at you, and it's kind of annoying. But anyway, if you're strong, you will survive. Trust me. All right, so that's another thing that you have to worry about, being plant-based. The 5th thing about being plant-based that I noticed is you'll discover a new way to spend your time with people who you really connect with, right? You'll connect with more people who are on your path, right? So just think about this. Think about you having a bunch of friends, and then all of a sudden you say, hey, I don't want to indulge in meat anymore. I want to adopt this plant-based lifestyle. Well, you are more than likely going to get a lot of backlash from your immediate circle. And not only that, when you go out to places, to restaurants, you're always gonna stand out when you go to certain restaurants where you're the only person who eats plants, right? Nothing but plants. If you're the only person in a group who's different, then people are automatically going to be suspicious. Like, hey, what's up with this person? Why is this you think you better than us? You think you too good for it? Like, that mindset, I think it takes strong people to not judge somebody like that. It takes strong people to not alienate somebody and make them feel ostracized. Like, sometimes, like, people really try to ostracize me out here because I'm different. But because I'm so cool and I don't give a fuck, I move forward with the swiftness of smooth. You feel me? I move forward with the swiftness of smooth. And that's how I do it. But what I'm saying is, if you'll start to go to different restaurants, like vegan restaurants, vegan events, things like that. And when you go to these events, then you'll start to meet other like-minded people. That way you can go out to lunch with them, or you can go out to more events with them, or you can do whatever they're into that aligns with you. And I find that a lot of people who are on this journey, they live that lifestyle that aligns with yours. They're really disciplined. They're really trying to change the environment. They're really trying to change themselves. So I think if that's the journey you're on, you might want to get with those type of people, because those type of people vibe. You feel me? And who doesn't like a good vibe these days, right? And last but not least, right? The last thing that I want to share with you that I've learned over this last year being a plant-based guy is that I rarely, and I mean rarely, feel sluggish. Even when I fill up on food, even when I eat to the max, or I can't eat anymore, it doesn't last long. It doesn't last where as though it's making me go to sleep. I remember there was times when I would eat Thanksgiving dinner, or my girl would cook something good, or my mom would cook something good, and then I would eat it, and I would be 5 minutes later, I'm asleep. But now, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like being plant-based. It clears me to have more energy throughout the day. Like, I don't even really have to sleep full 8 hours. I don't have to sleep full 6 hours overnight. You know, sometimes I might sleep 4. I've slept 3 and got up the next day and ran like I slept the whole 8 hours. And I'm not going to say I'm invincible. Sometimes I get tired, yes, but it's not the same as when I was simply consuming anything that I wanted to. And I think it has a lot to do with how the food digests through your system. I've heard one time, I forget where I heard it from, but they say that it takes a lion half the time to digest its food than it takes a human, because of its tract system, intestine system. And intestine system is like half the length of ours. So our intestine system is so long, it takes meat a long time to break down in your system, and it also takes a long time to travel through your system. So I think plant-based eaters don't have to worry about that much. That's what I'm vibing off. But yeah, fam, it's been a little over a year, and I really don't plan on stopping. Sometimes I've thought about, stopping. Sometimes I'll ride through something, smell something that I used to eat, like some type of sandwich, burger or something, and it'll trigger me. I'd be like, damn, too bad I eat plants. Then I just keep it moving. But listen, fam, if you want to get on this journey, you got any questions, leave a comment down in the comment section. Make sure you like this page, or like this video, I should say. Subscribe to this page. And remember that being prepared eliminates fear, and being aware makes everything clear. I hope everybody is living a healthy lifestyle out here. And I'm out. Peace. Hey, if you like this content, what I want you to do is go ahead and click the subscribe button below. Make sure you hit the like button so that we can activate this channel and grow it to the fullest capacity. Also, share it with your friends and family if you think that I provided a lot of value here for you. All right, I appreciate you for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Peace.